The SkullCandy Sesh EVO. Hey, I saw these on Amazon. They're $59 earbuds. I saw them for 29 bucks and I thought I'd pick them up and give them a try. The Sesh EVO are an older 2020 earbud from SkullCandy. I mean, that's a familiar brand of headphones and earbuds. So if you're buying these and you're not comparing them to anything else on the market, you're probably going to love them because they have these 3 EQ modes that are going to make a huge difference at this price point. They have podcast mode, which significantly reduces the bass, allowing the vocals to be the focus of all the sound. Then they have movie and music modes, both of which pump out huge amounts of bass, with movie mode bringing the vocals even more forward and adding to a lot of the clarity. I actually prefer movie mode for music as well. Now the Sesh EVO, they also have decent treble on both music and movie mode, and I mentioned their bass is strong. It's also quite relaxed, and it lingers on just a bit, which can be nice, but it can also get in the way when it gets louder or you're listening to more complicated pieces. Now overall, the sound is acceptable for a low-priced earbud. The weakest part of the sound on these earbuds is the soundstage, which in my opinion is just not that spacious. Their next shortcoming is in their audio sync for movies. With AAC on, which everybody's going to have on when they watch movies, there's just a noticeable audio lag on both YouTube and Netflix, unfortunately. Now to me, their mics also always seem a little bit synthetic to me. Whether the background is quiet or noisy, it doesn't really matter, but you can be the judge here.
The Sesh EVO feature AAC high-definition audio for SBC support. They feature 5-hour battery life, a larger size charging case that charges via USB-C, and it gives an additional 19 hours of playtime. There are 4 lights on the front of the case that indicate charging status remaining, and they have a solid feel to the case itself, even if the lid doesn't really stay open on its own. The buds themselves fit very deeply into your ears. Like many other buds from 2020, they also can cause a lot of occlusion or inner ear echo while you're walking while wearing them. And the physical controls on these do control everything, including volume, and with 4 clicks of the physical buttons, it will control the EQ mode.
Now, don't forget to simply push up on the bud when you press the buttons in order to alleviate any discomfort that you might have while pressing the buttons. Their Bluetooth 5 range is decent. It maxes out at about 40 feet as I measure it. And they're IPX55 rated, which means they should be good for both dusty and sweaty or slightly wet conditions. They also feature full mono mode, which means you can use either the left or the right earbud, and you can hear both left and right audio tracks when using just one of the earbuds. And for you volume junkies, these max out at a very loud 103 decibels. At $29, these are a great option. The 3 EQ modes being, a $29 killer feature, really. At $59, which is their retail price point, I have a hard time recommending these. And at their current price on Amazon of $47, it's also a hard pass for me. I would much rather pick up the Tranya T10 or M10 at this price point, the M10 with the both normal and bass mode, and you will be happier because it has better audio sync than these Sesh EVOs. Now, if you do buy these, I just want you to remember the weak points that I pointed out. The soundstage is okay, but it's not super huge. They have poor audio sync for movies, in my opinion. And the mics just are not very awesome for 2021 standards. And I do think that the controls are actually pretty difficult to go to the previous track as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.